It's my future pop. Hear it? Can you hear the music? And you guys are going, hell is Sandra doing on? I will have a small heart attack. Guys, tonight, let me test down just a little bit. Hi. How are you? I cannot see my live comments yet. I'm going to turn them on in just a second. Make sure that you say hi. And say hi and tell me where you're watching from, because I have people that are page from all the world. So why am I here? Why am I on this live? Why are you up? It's the middle of the night. Okay. Good question, and it's the same answer for both. Give me just did we lose our music? Uh-oh, we lost music completely. Hold on, let me fix this. You know, Sandra's so great at these live. You guys know I'm just I tried to just turn the volume down, and I just like turned it off. Give me a second here. We need some background music instead of me singing. Let's do feature pop. That's what I had on before. I thought that was kind of groovy for tonight. And the purpose that we're all here for. You don't even know why you're here. Well, that's a really good question. And it deserves it. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. Just like, tell me if you can still hear that. And I'm going to share this out for a minute. So if you on here and you share it out with me, I appreciate you. And if you don't share it out before me, I'll be right back. I forgot my cards. So okay. Yeah, this is fun too. I wasn't gonna do it. So, why did Sandra just do it? Well, we are in the midst of a lunar eclipse, you guys. Or you have anxiety in a different part of the world. We are actually experiencing a lunar eclipse and a blood moon in Taurus. There's just a lot of stuff, good stuff, but it could be kind of unseen for if you don't know what's going on. But I decided. So I got back from a little karaoke tonight thinking, man, like it kind of sucks. I'm going to be like not doing anything, just by myself for this lunar eclipse. But hey, anybody else feeling it, they will find me. So I decided I'm going to talk each zodiac sign is going to be influenced by this blood moon currently in the eclipse, depending on what source you seek out. As I've already begun, is beginning like very shortly, and it will happen for about an hour. But the lunar will finish. We actually will still feel the effects of it. We the effects are quite a while. And if you're into astrology, please do add in your comments, because I don't know a whole lot about it. In fact, I'm going to pull up a screen and read it like dork because I'm not an astrology person. But if you've drawn and you haven't had anybody read you in a while, and you want to, as I talk about the blood moon ends and change, if you have a question about something related to what we're talking about, I mean, like, an example, is my boyfriend going to break up with me? That's not really what we're talking about tonight. It's more like addition. But if you do feel like feeling all these changes, I'm feeling this in my life, and it would really help me. I have a pendulum right here. That's for yes or no questions. And I also have moon cards. I feel like I'm missing some, but I don't know where my book is. So I don't know if I can use these tonight. Find that darn book. It shows you I don't do lives terribly often. That, and I have, and then of course, for you that know me, if I feel drawn, and I'm gonna feel drawn. Here they are. These guys, divining rods, and they help me communicate with the other side, or for really big questions, big serious questions about your life. I can sometimes ask them. So if you decide that you need out to me and have a reading, I just donate. And here's my thing about donating, you guys. If you don't have money to donate, I don't want you to. If you've got money burning a hole in you and you're like, oh, I want to give her some money because she's awesome. She's a laugh. She's a good laugh. She's a bit of fun. Is what they say in Australia? Caroline? Sandra's a piece of fun. This all is just for entertainment purposes only. Okay. True. It's all true. But we'll just say none of it's true. It's all for entertainment. So anyways, I'm going to get into the blood about it. If you decide to donate, there's links somewhere on this live. I forget where I put them, but there's somewhere. There's Cash App, there's PayPal. You need to let me know, though, because I'm not looking for that. So if you donate, please help somebody donate. The last time I did a live, and they didn't tell me about it, and I went through the whole live, and then the next day I was like, wait, where's this money from? I mean, it was super cool, super nice. I also had somebody else mail me something, which I had given them my address to send me a birthday card, and they mailed me like a package, and I didn't know it was there, and I didn't go to my box for like a week, and really super nice. Like, don't get me wrong, I appreciate it. Let me know when you do nice things so I can thank you, okay? People are getting on. You guys haven't even shared this out yet, so you're like part of this. Put my glasses on so I can see you. Hi, Mila. Because I was like, Caroline, you're gonna go live, and she's like, I just finished the live. I was like, damn. So, you guys, once again, we are in the middle of a blood moon at this 80. If you're feeling stress, angst out, wherever you are, we are experiencing a lunar eclipse, and I'm going to talk about eating and how it's going to affect you, whatever sign you are. So I'll try to get to that in just a second. If you guys could much Mila for tagging people, and what is it, Kathleen? Kathleen, I think if you read the description of this live, we're not doing like, if somebody feels drawn about right now, but I really want to make sure this is selective more so than the other. But if you do feel like, oh God, I read her, I need Sandra to work this out for me, go ahead and one of the links to donate. You can accordingly. Please do not overextend yourself. Just give what you can. Then let me. I will either be drawn to my cards, my rods, or my pendulum, depending upon the question. But I would like to press general for tonight because I have some ground to cover with you guys, and this is going to be kind of cool because this is new. I haven't done this before. But to let you know, I do have some tools here. I'm pulling out my cards. Okay. say I wanted to do. I want to share this out. Yes. So a second. I'm not ignoring. I need to share this out really quick. God, it's been so long I've done this. I've been on a live. I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing again? Oh, hi, Karen. That's so weird. Oh, you're here now. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna. Sorry. Let me just share this out really quick, if you don't mind, and see who wants to pick it up. And like I said, there was no prep time. If you're wondering where Justin is, yeah, he may wake up though. I feel like blood moon is going to wake him up. So if you are one of my people, and you know who my people are, you can, sorry, I'm just trying to post this out really quickly. You're one of my people that I work with, and there's that may or may not get on this. If you friends with me on Facebook, if you go to my Facebook, you will see a link. If you copy that link and paste it, be on the live. And just letting you, he's like, oh, I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. I won't bring you up if you're not one of those 4 people that know and have worked with me, and they know who they are. But if you feel inclined and you feel drawn to get on the live with me, what the heck? I mean, what's the worst thing, right? Here's the thing, guys. If you don't ever ask, the answer is always so. Try me. I mean, really, anything's for ups for grabs. Now, we're not supposed to be drinking water right now, you guys, but I have to take a sip of this because talking a lot, I get a little thirsty, but don't water for the next couple of hours, okay? You're not really supposed to eat for the next couple of hours, but I mean, if you haven't eaten and you're having low blood sugar, please eat. Okay? So I shared out. So we'll just, what happens here. I want to go through really quickly what I'm going to talk. I'm just going to basically read off of the screen. I'm going to put it on the screen so you can see it too. Well, what is a lunar eclipse? What does it mean? I kind of found a cool article, and this kind of through the 12 signs, the 12 zodiacs. So whatever sign you are, I want to talk about how this is going to affect you. So we're a little bit of classwork, working or whatever you need to hop off and hop back on. Thank you, Mila. And since you just finished eating, don't eat, because I'm like sources that, and then other sources are saying it's just beginning like half an hour, but it'll last for about 85 minutes. So if you can avoid like drinking and eating a lot of food, and I'm like I said, I'm sipping on a because I'm talking and I was singing, voice is gone. No. Just so I have a voice though. Okay, so I'm having a love tea. Okay, drink it really quick. I think if Caroline or anybody that I kind of do lives with here and there wants to link on my personal Facebook account, and it will put you backstage if you want to say hi, you can. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to turn this down. I don't even know if you guys can hear my future pop, but let's just pretend like you can. I feel like I have no background. Okay. All right, guys. This is going to be time screen sharing with an article to you. So let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. Here I am. Hi, I'm down here. Okay, so I'm going to guys for a second because I'm going to be reading this, okay? Okay. The blood moon eclipse in Taurus takes place on November 8th at 6:02 a.m. So you guys, it happens in about an hour, but I've read other conflicting messages that said it's already happening. So just so you know, I cannot see the screen or the chat. If you have a chance to share out or tag someone, that's great. If not, check this out. So here's here's what their explanations are kind of like. Expect the unexpected. Will conjunct change Marinus, or people pronounce different ways in different countries. The planet of breakthroughs and unexpected change, which means things can be enlightening, liberating, and incredibly shocking all together. Sitting just a few degrees from the North Pole, the good news is that we are divided and supported on this journey. You guys, I'm going to read that again. The good news is being divinely guided on this journey. Why important? It's important because when you're out and when you're feeling anxiety, it's really easy to let go of our higher consciousness and to panic. Okay, we are not alone in this. We're all together. We're going through this together. So let me continue reading. Again, this doesn't going to be smooth, especially with the Sun, Mercury, and the South Node lingering shadowy depths of Scorpio. In fact, this clarity will likely require you to confront, release, and an energy that's no longer aligned with your highest good. Smart right now. You're going to take a pen and a paper that's near you, and you're going to write that down or type it in as a reminder on your, okay? Confront and purge any energy, including people that no longer align with your highest good. Okay, really what we're talking about tonight, you guys. Okay, this is what you can expect from the upcoming eclipse in Taurus, according to your sun and rising sign. So I'm going to just go into it. Here we go. Aries, okay? Aries, keeping your head held high during significant periods of change is easier said than done, but it's important to keep reminding yourself that you made it this all on your own. You're confronting the shadow side of your comforts and sense of security under this lunar eclipse. And though these lunar epiphanies are bound to catch you off guard, things up in order to liberate you from the toxicity of your attachments, power dynamics, and relationships. How's that for a minute? The same goes for those who feel unconsciously indebted to with being discerning with your energy. Okay, that you guys. Okay. Let's see who just sent me a message. Oh, it's on my. I'll share it with you in a second. It's on my main profile, not on the. Did I not do it? Did I not do it? No, it's right there. It's right there. I'll share it with you. Hold on one second. Hold on, you guys. I've got to send somebody a quick message. And that should do it. So to be personal friends with me to see that. Anyways, let's continue. Okay, that's Aries. Okay, I just read Taurus. This blood moon is in Taurus. So we're like double whammy, right? The moon is being eclipsed in your name, signal profound changes in your energy, personally and professionally. And I can tell you guys, for myself, this last week has changed me endlessly. Okay, the Great Awakener planet is also being charged during the lunation, suggesting the possibility of there being surprise shake and unexpected occurrences that propel you to a brand new world. This chaos metamorphosis, however, will likely challenge your agreements, committed partnerships, and significant others, because you're really breaking free from the added persona that no longer resonates with your soul path. Okay, this could be a facade you carry in your relationships, or worse, to maintain control. Be honest with yourself. This is all about becoming Taurus, and that's what this moon is about. We're gonna new one. Let me just see if somebody popped in that. I don't see it yet. I don't see her yet. Okay, I will. Oh, there she is. Okay, hold on one second, guys. To bring in. I don't know where she's. There, she appears there. Okay. You're on. You're on. Hold on. Let me. Are you there? Can I hear you?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Hi.
You can't see
Yeah,
me because there's something at the bottom of the screen that they can't see who I am.
You're right. We're being
hidden.
Hold on. I know how to fix it. And momentarily, and I will see your face. Okay. I made us very tiny. So I'm reading this one little caption. If you don't mind, I'm gifted Aries. I just asked you guys if you're just joining us now. Mind if I finish it? There is no really quick, but is that okay?
Go for it. No, go for it. It's your show. I'm just going to sit here and relax.
No. I want you to sit and relax, trying to get rid of this one window that just popped up. Hold on. This is my. There we go. Okay, Gemini. How does the blood moon affect Gemini? Everyone has a unique way of coping and decompressing, but under these instigating, you're running into your shadow and in ways you would never expect. Thanks to erratic, your psyche is charged, intuitive, and electric with wisdom, highlighting everything dark side of your surroundings to the driving force behind your acts of service. Sure, this can feel a bit uncomfortable, but rest assured, there's no denying what's been brought to your attention at this time. Yourself, or perhaps fixating on something that's no longer working in your favor, and you're going to have to keep aside, Gemini. Okay, let's do a few more, and then I'll take a break and talk to Karen. I'm going to do Karen, and then I think I've done 6, possibly. Cancer, a new era is born in your social spheres that will enlighten, surprise, and liberate you. But there's some shadow work beforehand. After all, the celestial ruler of this eclipse, Venus, is sitting with Sun, Mercury, and the South Node in Scorpio, highlighting the taboo side of projects, romantic rendezvous, and extreme desire to love and be loved in return. The same goes for recognition from your community, and that your talents, skills, and abilities, others of you have remained struggle with expressing your unique gifts to masses, opting to remain inhibited instead. Okay, so I'm gonna take care, and I will finish that, you guys. So if I haven't done your sign, I will there. But I did want to take and talk to Princess Caroline. So let me go ahead and shut off.
No,
I do. I do want to. I want to talk to you. Come on now.
I want to listen to you talk.
Hey, well, I wanted to talk and see. Is this okay, or do you want me to make you smaller? You want to be smaller? Let me.
Whatever. Yeah, yes, that's good. You can see my platinum blonde hair.
How's that? Is that better? I know you don't like it. Like, hi, going.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. No, you just finished a live, so I feel honored. I was just saying. No, I just was saying at the beginning of this live that it was totally unpredictable. Set up any event. I just was feeling this blood moon. It's just like, let's just go with it. Hop on and see how people are doing. Just kind of like a little check-in. So we've only got like 2 people live, but for whoever's there, please check with me. I know Mila said yes. It keeps talking about the my.
Yeah, you're actually when you speak, it's interrupted. I don't know whether that's happening for me, but it could be your internet. Is your internet really bad? Mila, is it happening for me as well?
You know what I think it is? I think it's the screen. I'm sharing the screen. Let me get rid of it and see what happens. Hold on. I'm going to.
You're not interrupted at the moment.
I think the issue. Okay, now tell me if that got better.
Just keep talking.
Does everything seem normal now? Oh, keep talking. Blah 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 blah. Was that working?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Is it working?
Yes. Yes, it's
Okay,
working.
what I think,
a little bit delayed with when you speak, but you're coming through a little bit better than what you did before.
okay, so I think that I figured out that the first thing is that I have this computer is not the best for lives. This is what I've realized because I've tested my connection, and my connection is great. So
Yeah.
if you're not getting, and I'm not gonna be able to see you just for 1 second.
Yeah.
And Mila, if
She says it sounds better, and Mila says she can hear me fine. Just for Sandra.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know, the problem is that I've had this problem before now. Is it okay now?
You're much. I can hear you much better. The sound is a little bit delayed, like when you speak, it's not coming out of your mouth at the same time.
Oh God, are you serious right now?
It's okay. No, keep going because you're not being interrupted. I just have to hang back and wait until you can hear me and let you finish a sentence, and I'll just leave that space.
I'm checking my internet feed to see why it's because when I got on at first, it was really great. My speed was crappy, so I was just gonna go up and down. Anyways, yeah. So saying that about the blood moon is I'm not a big astrologian. Oh, good, Mila. I'm glad it's better. I'm not really into astrology, as you know, Caroline. That's not really my niche, but what I do know is that this blood moon is, from what I've been watching people that do know about astrology, and correct me, you guys, if anybody's watching on this and they're like, no, Sandra, you have it wrong. But what I understand is that with any blood moon, it's going to be a situation of exciting things beginning. But when you have things that begin, something ends, right? So,
yes.
Door for new opportunities. So I think you know, because you did a reading for me earlier in the week, that I've definitely had some spiritual enlightenment that's come into my view, and that's all good. Like, we're gonna have good, exciting things, but I think people feel a little bit of anxiety because in order to take on the new, we have to kind of let go of the old and what no longer works for us, right? So I was thinking about this with my little goddaughter, Nova, and she's 6 years old. And I was thinking about her as a metaphor. So I was like, how do I explain this to people? And I thought, it's like Nova. She's 6 years old and she's growing, right? And I was going through her little clothes that I keep for her when she comes over to my house in case she needs to change or she spills on herself. And I found like these shoes that are like, they're so tight. They're the little tiniest. But I must have forgot that I had them there. She never wore them once. And now they're not going to fit her because she's outgrown them. And I was thinking about shoes, and I should go get them and just show you guys. And the shoes aren't going to fit her now. So I want you guys to think about the fact that when we grow into something new and better, a lot of times things that used to fit us don't fit us anymore, right?
Exactly. That's beautiful. That's actually a really good way of explaining it.
But so my question would be to you, I wanted to get your advice on this. What do we do with that thing? Because if you're talking about a child's pair of shoes that have never been worn, I don't want to just throw them in the trash. I don't want to waste them. So I'll probably go donate them, right, to a nonprofit. But when we're talking about our lives, relationships that aren't working, or qualities of ourselves that no longer serve us, that's really difficult to let those things go. So now what do? Now you realize, okay, this doesn't serve me anymore. What do you do with it?
You look at it and you say, I acknowledge this for what it's done for me in my life, and I now understand where it's all led me to. I mean, you have to acknowledge these things that you've gone through, and so acknowledge it, and then just letting it disappear if it needs to disappear. Some things you can't let go of, some things you can, but the acknowledgement of that particular thing needs to be kept and validated, because it shows you your progress. That's why we have memory. All right, it shows you where you first started from. Look, if I look back on my life, I think to myself, wow, when I was 17, I was such a stubborn know-it-all. Like, I do not tell me, you know, what is wrong or right with this world. I am the one who knows what it's all about. But simmering underneath there, I always took on board what people said, but I never tell them. I never ever say anything. So I've grown from that person. I went through a few relationships, and each one of those relationships have taught me, and I've acknowledged each particular one of them, and they're all here. They're all up here to be reminded. I don't think it's something that I can let go of. The only thing I can let go of is the emotions that went with it.
And how is the best way that you personally process when you have those emotions? How do you process them and say goodbye? Is it like a ritual, or is it just, what is it?
Yes, it is. It is like a ritual. I used to put them on a piece of paper, and I used to tie it to a balloon in my mind, you know, and just say all these things and then let it go. But I found that the balloon, I don't know, just seemed to fall back down to earth, and it could just be me that I was getting these triggers back. So what I found was useful was to put all of my notes in a little boat on the ocean and just watch it go off into the sunset.
Oh my God, you literally did that in real life?
No, well, I did it once and I thought to myself, no, I'm not going to do this again because somebody else will see that note. But I did do it.
In your mind? In your mind's eye, you did it?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
These are things, but when I did it, because I'm such a Virgo, I have to think about everything, and to the point where it's not good for me. But I actually saw that balloon coming back down to earth, and I thought, no, it's not what I want here. I don't want to have for it to come back to me. So, you know, the balloon, you know, with all the air in it, it can go down and it will come back down to earth. So I thought, no, let's just change the strategies here. So I used a boat, a ship, something that could sail away off into the sunset. And that's how I processed. But I put the emotions on them. I put the emotions in the boat. I don't put the memory in the boat. Well, some things I forget, but that's okay. But the emotions that go with it, they're better served not being there. I've acknowledged them. I've thanked them for bringing me to where I am, and I've let the emotions go. It's a form of acceptance for me. That's how I see it.
And what you're saying is so important for us as humans, is to acknowledge and accept the fact that mistakes. You should never regret anything, even if it's something that you can look back on and go, that's not me, or that's not what I want to be. But like you said, you know, that all led to you being the person you are today. Your experiences, your relationships. And if those didn't occur, would you be the same person?
If those battles didn't occur?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be the same person. But having said that, I actually believe that if they didn't happen that way, they would have happened a different way, and I would have come to the same place now.
Yeah.
Just differently.
Yeah, I agree. And Mila said she just saw the moon. Was it red? It's supposed to be red, but I guess that would depend upon where you are. I have not seen the moon.
Oh no, she sent a photo. It's actually kind of red.
Sent a photo?
I can't see. She sent me a photo. It's kind of red. I can't see the photo. I can't see the moon because we're covered in cloud. One half of the sky.
Yeah. I'm in the Northwest, so I doubt I'll see the moon tonight. It'll be really interesting if I see the moon. So, but yeah, it's supposed to be very reddish in color. Um, so yeah, I really like what you said about that. We had a ceremony. We had a women's circle for a blood. I think it was I want to say it was a wolf blood moon. It was really bizarre, and it was before COVID, so it would have been like 5 years ago. And we had a women's circle that night. And what we did is everybody got parchment paper, and they would write down either a memory or a person or a quality of themselves that they felt like it no longer serves them.
Yep.
And we didn't have to share it with anyone. And they just folded it up and they held it. And we took turns going to this candle in our sink so that we didn't start a fire in the house. And we put the candle in the sink and we had it burning, and each person would go up and we would like just kind of meditate together while this person went up, and we would send her loving energy, would burn the parchment paper in the candle, and she would come back and we would surround her with this blanket that we bought specifically for the event that was super soft and plush. And we would surround her in the blanket, and then we would all hug her and just like come all around her. And a lot of times people got really, emotional because it's hard for us to let go of things as humans. It's just like, it's the hardest thing in the world. And so we kind of just supported her. And then when she was doing okay, she would take that was the sign that you're ready for the next person to go. And then the person would approach, and we didn't speak during this time. There was no talking. When we were all done and we'd all been through it, we sat and everybody bought like little snacks, and we had drinks, and then we talked about our experience. And if someone letting go of, that was great. If they didn't want to share it, doesn't matter. That's just, nobody needed to know except for that person, right? So I just thought that was a really cool way of, because sometimes we need like support when we're letting go of stuff,
Absolutely. No, I agree. So it'd be interesting. Who else is in here? There's Layla and there's Mila. How do you guys let go of what no longer serves you? It would be interesting to see how other people let go of what no longer serves them. So if you've got a chance, I'd actually love to hear from you. I am actually going to go and step outside and find out why my dogs are barking. I will be back in a minute.
I'll find out. And I don't want to push you guys, but if you are dealing with something and you're struggling with it right now, and you wanted to share it, I don't have a warm plush blanket to wrap around you unless over to my house. I've got lots of blankets over here. I could totally take care of you. But I would love to know. And Layla, I don't believe we've met before, so that would be really weird, because at least Mila, I have a little bit of, I have a little bit of rapport with. Caroline's dogs are the cutest things ever in the world. And when I video chat with Caroline one-on-one, I'm always like, where are the dogs? Where are my puppies? Where are they? They're so cute. They're so cute. So, but yeah, I would love to know if you guys have any ideas because the thing is, people are going to come back and they're going to watch this later. And if they're struggling with things being let go of in there, I would love to share that. And I'm also going to just, find like a top 10 of what the internet says, because, we all know that everything on the internet is true. No, it's not. But let's see. Methods to let things go. Okay, got a list for you. Tips for letting go. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's more. Okay, here's a few you might want to do if you feel like you need to let things go. Create positive mantras to counter painful thoughts. So what does that look like? Well, a psychologist, Carla Manley, PhD, says, instead of saying, I can't believe this happened to me, try something like, I am fortunate to be able to find a new path in life, one that is good or bad. So I think that's just bringing it to the positive, right, you guys? Because we could say, oh, that person for me. Chances are you learn something from that person, and for good or bad. 2, create physical distance when you're letting something go. And I know this for sure, you guys. I have an issue with sugar. I need to let go of sugar, and I have a very dysfunctional relationship. And, creating physical distance from that person or that action you have, or that temptation that you face regularly that probably isn't the best for you. That's a good way to kind of help assist in letting go. Do your own work. Focus on yourself. You have to make the choice to the hurt that you've experienced. When you think about caused you pain, bring yourself back to the present, okay? Focus on something you're grateful for. Once again, bringing it all the way around to positive, right? So how can we be more positive about, instead of saying, so I'll give you an example. When you think about the person who caused me pain. So I will just throw something out there. When I think about someone that really put me through really terrible situations because I wouldn't do what they wanted me to do, and they got very hateful and really lashed out in ways that were completely unacceptable, I can think about that and I can feel the hurt from that moment as if it's happening to me now. And by the way, did you guys know this? That when you think about a memory and it was a painful memory, do you know your body doesn't know the difference between a memory and the real thing? I kid you not. So the next time you thinking about that person that just broke your heart, just absolutely broke your heart, and you couldn't eat and you couldn't sleep for days, those feelings, when they come in, that memory, your body recognizes it as if it were happening. That's why it's probably saying, let's be full circle about this. Let's not kind of stay with that memory. Let's think about the things we learned from that situation, or things we're going to avoid in the future, and try to keep it on because our poor bodies went through it once. Do we really want to make them go through that again? And I see you nodding, Caroline.
Yes.
What are you nodding about?
I agree with you. No, yeah, I agree with you.
I was reading Ways to Let Go. Yeah, ways to let go. Practice mindfulness. Yeah, practicing mindfulness before we can bring our focus on the present moment. Let's practice the present, and hurt has less control over us. Okay, so if we don't think back to that incident, and we don't think forward, they're probably going to try it again. At the next Christmas dinner, I'm going to have to deal with my uncle again, or whatever the situation is. Let's be in the moment. Let's say right now, what can we do to be the best person we can be? Because guess what, you guys, you don't have control over tomorrow, and you can't change yesterday. So the present is a gift, okay? That's why they call it the present. So just stay in the present with me. Stay with me, okay? Be gentle with yourself. We like to be really hard on ourselves, right? And we instantly want to blame ourselves. I'm so stupid. I can't believe I did that. Why would I do that? Why would I choose someone like that? Why would I act like that? Why would I make that decision? Okay. But the thing is, hindsight is 2020. What?
Been there, done that.
Yeah, haven't we all? And it's like, what's the point of beating up yourself? You guys, you are your own worst critic. I tell people that every single time I get on these lives. You to yourself than anybody you can think of. I'll bet you $100. Okay. I go into people's heads, and I know Caroline does too. And we see how you guys like to beat yourselves up. Okay. So before you get that whip out and put on that black suit to just to yourself, maybe can we just give ourselves a cuddly teddy bear and an ice cream cone? Because I feel like we're really, really mean to yourselves. And I include myself. Caroline, you're gonna vouch that you also occasionally, right?
Yes.
Mila says she writes them down and burns it off. She has their names in the freezer. You know what? You to me, Mila. Yes, that used to be a thing I used to do. Is I would freeze people, if somebody was just really being difficult with me, I would put their name or their picture in the freezer.
It hasn't even occurred to me to do that. That's such a great idea.
I mean, if you need relief instantly, I feel like the answer.
But it's amazing,
right? I know that's a good one. Here's number 6: allow negative emotions to flow. You guys process. Okay, we need to process things. Now, when I say let's not focus on it, it doesn't mean you don't need to process it. What's the difference, Sandra? Well, the difference would be that Caroline, this is fake, I'm making this up. Caroline went to lunch yesterday, and you know that's not true because she's in Australia and I'm in America, and I'd have to be a little crazy to think I went to lunch with her yesterday. But let's just pretend, okay? So I went to lunch with Caroline, and you know, and she said something that I took the wrong way. And I said, I'm going to order dessert. And she said, oh, no, you don't want to get that cheesecake. And I went, she said I was fat. When in reality, Caroline's had the cheesecake at that restaurant, and it was absolutely the worst thing she's ever tried. And she, don't get the cheesecake, get something else because the cheesecake is terrible. But me taking it, I did through my little lens, right? Little lens is right here, is I heard it as she thinks I'm fat and I shouldn't be eating cheesecake. And now I'm upset and my feelings are hurt. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to talk to Caroline, but before I talk to Caroline about it, I'm going to need to approach it. And when we finally talk about it, she's going to say, what are you talking about? I'm saying that restaurant makes the worst cheesecake in history, Sandra. I know. Trust me, I've had it. And I'm going to be like, oh, man. But don't focus on it, but process it, okay? Process it, because had I really thought about it and not got my feelings hurt, I might have thought, you know, maybe it wasn't about my weight. Maybe Caroline was saying that because she really hates the cheesecake there, you know? Yeah. So you guys, that's so important to like allow yourself to process it, look at it from different angles. But if you find yourself just going back to that same moment or that same day or that same memory, that's where you're starting to obsess, and we need to figure out why, right, Caroline?
And if anybody knows me, they'll know that, you know, I would not go there. I'd go, why?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Explain.
If you said to me, I don't have that cheesecake, I wouldn't automatically go in and think, you know, oh, she thinks I'm fat. I would just go, why?
But see, I'm reading that through your lens. Yes. Through my lens, I probably don't feel, I know I don't feel at my best right now. I know that I'm over the weight I should be. I know I have a sugar addiction. And it would be only out of love that you would say, no, don't have it. Sandra, I listened to you all week long saying how you don't want to be on sugar and you want it healthy. Yeah. Don't have the cheesecake. Yeah. Get some cantaloupe. So it really, you know, sometimes we can say something love even. And if the person is taking it defensively, they might misunderstand. Right? So correct. Except that the other person may not apologize. So you guys have been wrong. Life, I guarantee. Everybody's been wrong at some point in time. It's me.
No apology. No apology.
Exactly. And if you're waiting for that person to go, oh, Caroline, I just totally see the error of my ways. I treated you terribly. I was such an arse. Okay. But it may never happen, right? And you know that. I know firsthand experience you have with that, where people have done some horrendous things, and then they just, in their mind, they're still the victim somehow. And it's like, we have to let go of it, you guys, because waiting forever, what is that? Resentment is a pill, like a poisonous pill that you take.
We carry that around with us, and it's not ours to carry.
Yeah.
I'm only just saying that on the line today. You know, we don't forgive people for them. We forgive them for ourselves so that we can move forward. So you won't get that apology from people, and don't expect it. Work through the issues that you've got on your own without the expectation of a sorry.
How they added this in is to give yourself permission to forgive. So waiting for the other person to apologize, all the process of letting go. You may have to work on your own forgiveness, vital the healing process, because it allows you to let go of anger, guilt, shame, sadness, or any other feeling you may be experiencing to move on. Now, you guys, to wait for the person to apologize to forgive.
Nope. Nope.
So what does that look like? What's forgiving someone that has no intention of ever apologizing? What does that look like to you?
Wow. That is an acceptance of what was. That is letting go of what was, and knowing that they're not on the same page as what I'm on. Yes, exactly. It's a knowing. It's just they're not on the same frequency, that they are not capable of understanding it from my Justin. They're not actually on the same frequency as mine. They're not capable of understanding my my path, and they don't walk in my shoes.
Did you say Justin?
Yeah, he just laughed because I hang on. I sent him a message. I said, "Wake the fuck up." No, I didn't quite say. Sorry. I should have said that. Oh my god. I'm sorry.
You know it's like 5:30 in the morning there.
Oh. Well, okay, so he can wake up.
Okay. If he is watching this live, I don't know if you are or not, Justin. There is a link on my personal Facebook page that if you want to copy and paste it, his hair is probably all like, he probably just woke up. He's probably like, screw you, Sandra. Hey, Justin, it's a blood moon. That's why we're bothering you. So I figured you're sleeping that good. Yeah.
I just actually went outside and there is no moon for me tonight.
No.
No. Not there. Nope.
Well, the effects of this moon, even after the eclipse, are already moving forward. So as we move forward through the rest of November, December, January, this is going to continue, this trend of evolving and taking on new gifts. And I mean, I was telling Caroline tonight personally, you guys, there is this huge light overhead, and it's like it's something that I've never experienced, but it tells me that something big is about to occur, and good. Yeah. And it's something so big and something so unfamiliar. It reminds me of the story of Pocahontas and John Smith. So this is an American story. I don't know if you know it, Caroline, but when the Europeans came over to the East Coast and they found land, right? Their ships were like on the horizon for some amount of time, and the Indians were at the shore. Finally, the ship decided, okay, we're going to go ahead and go to land, right? So they get ready, they get their boats, their dinghies out, they start rowing in their little boats to shore, right? Because the ships can't come in close or they'll get stuck, right, in the sand. So they come on shore in these little dinghies, and they're rowing on shore, and the Indians are just staring at them, like they're like, and they said to the people, they couldn't understand where the people came from, and what the Europeans didn't know is that the Indians only saw the people once they came within like a certain distance, maybe 50 or 100 feet away, because that's how far people go. Because you got to remember that Native Americans, or First Nations, as some of you call it, they didn't have big ships, and they were in the middle of the ocean, so they never thought to look in the middle of the ocean. So they never saw the ships. Only saw the people. They pushed them in the dinghies and came over the waves. So it's kind of like us right now, right? So there's this big ship on the horizon, and you and I don't see it because it's something so beyond our being able to conceive that we can't acknowledge it yet until it gets a little closer. And we have that, you guys, right? Each one of you, no matter what your sign is, no matter where you are in life or in this world, you are set to receive these gifts. But, and it comes with a but, a big but, you gotta let it go. Gotta let that stuff go. Those people, those places, those addictions, those obsessions that we have about ourselves, others, we may need to let them go. And I guarantee that if you have been experiencing those feelings, it's really hard to let it go. But this is where, so the question is, do you want to give up the things that bore you and make you miserable to get amazing stuff, you know? And for me, I don't know if you guys celebrate Christmas, but like for me as a little kid, when I believed in Santa, and my mom would like, you know, oh, you have to go to sleep. We're going to make cookies for Santa. We'd all go to sleep and we'd be in there in bed. Like I'd be with my cousin, like, what do you think we're going to get tomorrow? What do you think Santa brought us? And then my mom would say, you can't get up before 6:30. So we'd wait on the staircase, like just wait in our jammies, like just waiting for 6:30 on the clock so we could run downstairs, bath out of hell, and open our presents. Okay. It's like that, you guys. Like you're going to get something so unbelievable that you can't even imagine, but you still have to follow the rules, right? You got to go to bed. Can't come downstairs before 6:30. Okay. Those are the rules. Okay. So the rules for you guys are you got to let go of what you're doing in your life that are no longer serving you. And that might involve things that you do in your extracurricular activities. That might involve people around you. And it might involve some of your choices you're making. And I promise you that if you let those things go and process them, there's so much better waiting for you.
Yes.
So that's what I have to say.
And
I'm just doing this because Justin, if he is watching, he always makes fun of my hands. Going crazy with the hands tonight.
No, just keep the hands going.
I know. And
you know
what's
who's
so
in
funny,
the background
Caroline?
here?
What?
Hmm?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know who's in the background here, but we've got a couple of people sitting in the background. So come say hello so that Sandra knows that you're here. Sandra.
I love when people say hi and where they're from. I don't know why. That's a weird thing for me. I just like to know like what part of the world people are in.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know. I agree. I mean, I had there were 28 people or something on my live this afternoon, and I really would love people to just say hello. It just helps so much.
You know, I'm gonna okay. So Caroline's saying that. I'm gonna tell you guys how I first ever saw Caroline. Okay. I was a lurker. So my son was with me. I'm gonna tell the story. I'm gonna tell it. You can get off if you want to. I'm telling the story. My son was. She's like, I'm out of here. Okay, so my son was visiting me from the Navy. For those of you that know, my boy's in the Navy, and he was on leave from boot camp or whatever. He'd finished his boot camp thing, and he came to visit me. And so I have a very small 1-bedroom, and he took over the living room where the TV was and where all the food is and the bathroom is. So I was trapped in my room, and he fell asleep. And the poor boy, you know, going through boot camp, he needs his rest, right? 19 years old. He was just a kid. And so I let him sleep, and I'm just sitting, like nothing to do. I didn't even have my laptop. There's no TV. So I'm just like looking at my phone, right? I'm on Facebook. I'm so bored. I'm just scrolling, and I'm like, live. What's this live? So I click live, and I won't go into who was with Caroline. I'm just going to mention Caroline, but Caroline was on a live, and she was talking with another person, and I was watching, and I was like, oh, these guys are funny. This is like a comedy thing, like a comedy show. I was like, I should I love going to comedy, you guys. I love going the local comedy shows, if you guys have those around where you live. And so I thought, oh, and they have like a donation thing, so I'll donate because they're really funny. And I was cracking up, right? Because they were like arguing and bantering, and it was just hilarious. I was so hard. And I even messaged Justin. I was like, you got to see these dudes. They are so funny. So I donated money, right, to both of them because they both had a link. And I was just like, oh, yeah, I'll just like send $15 to each one of them, you know, just to say thank you because it was really amusing. And then next thing I know, they're like, okay, so we're doing like a reading for Sandra. And I was like, what? I was totally like, what the hell is this, right? No, had no idea what they were about, what they were doing. And so they read for me together. I don't know, Caroline, was that the first time you've ever read with someone else like that at the same time?
No.
Okay. Because it was, you guys seemed really, because you were like, I've got a donation, and then he was like, I've got a donation, and they're like, do you want us to read you at the same time? And I was like,
sure. I see what you mean. No.
Yeah.
Back then we didn't take the donations and share them. We each had a link up. So when someone got the link, or when somebody got the donation, we just go with that. But you were the first person, one of the first people that sent a donation to 2 people. So yes, you are right.
Yeah. You guys seem confused. So they did this reading for me, and I should try to go back. I should have tried to go back and save it. But it was really cool. Otherwise, I would never have commented. So I just want you guys to know, like, it's okay to lurk and come forward when you want to say. We promise I don't bite, and you can always just send a quick message and say, hey, I really appreciated your live. You can even comment like a day or 2 later and be like, that really helped me. Hearing you say blah, 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 because it reminds us that there's actually people out there on the other end. And you guys, it's so valuable when we know that we've helped someone, just one person. If my helps one person, right, it makes a huge difference. So now what was Mila talking about? Oh, your daughter doesn't believe in Santa. Yeah, I know. That's such a bummer, you guys. I learned that Santa wasn't real when I was 5 because I was being at the babysitters, and they had a son who was like 12, and I was like, Santa's coming, and he was like, what? You believe in Santa? Santa's your parents, you dummy. And I was like, what?
I had an answer for that. I actually had an answer for that. I actually told my kids that while you're really little, Santa brings the presents to you, and then as you grow, you get less from Santa and more from Mum and Dad.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it was a transition, but the thing was that my daughter cottoned on one night. She saw. It was way too early for her. She came in and she saw what was going on, and she said, you lied to me. You told me that it was Santa giving me these presents, and it's not Santa at all. It's somebody else. It's you that's giving me. So yeah, but that's what I used to tell my kids. Yeah. And I used to put it on there from Santa, from Mum and Dad, so that they could see which ones were from who.
Yeah. I did Santa with my kids. I've got friends that don't believe in it. They're like, I would never lie to my child. It's for me, it was a family tradition. It's kind of like I don't know, Easter Bunny, that kind of thing. It's just a family tradition that I grew up with the Easter egg hunts and the Easter basket on Easter morning. And that's just something I grew up with, and it was something I wanted to share with my kids. I didn't think about it as a lie. Technically, it is a lie, but I feel like it's in good sense, like you're doing it. Like,
and there's a big difference. There's a big difference. Like, there's nothing wrong with make-believe. There's just not.
Yeah. I mean, people will do what they want to do, but that was just kind of, like, we've got this huge Christmas, you guys. You're going to have a huge Christmas. And even you have no idea of the gifts that be waiting for you. So it's time to clean house. It's time to, it's kind of like when you're going to do anything new in your house, like you're going to paint, or you're going to get new carpet, or maybe you're getting a new couch, and you're like, oh, we got to make room for the couch. Oh gosh, there's like a lot of crap. You know what? Let's just like clean up. And like, we probably don't need that pile of newspapers, and we don't have any room for this chair anymore. And suddenly you're cleaning, right? You're getting it all organized for the new couch, or the new carpet, or the new paint. You're going to do whatever. And it's so good, you guys. It feels so good than just bringing a new shiny thing in with all the junk, right? Right?
Absolutely. No, I agree with you. Hey, Sandra.
Yes.
Where did you get up with the star signs?
I have to go to it on my phone because I think it's going to slow us down. So give me just
Yep.
You're right, because I only got halfway through.
I haven't heard mine yet.
Blood moon, November 2022 zodiac sign.
Phone all the way up to her face.
You're cracking me up because you're like, I didn't hear mine, Sandra. Okay, so I did, let's see, a little earlier. You guys can go back on the live if you're watching this later.
Camille was a Gemini. Oh, she's a Gemini. She was up to Gemini. Okay.
Who said that?
Mila.
Mila? She's like on the ball. On the ball, Mila. Hold on, I'm pulling the phone so it doesn't make me go. I know. I'm on. I just can't handle a lot of stuff. So I did Aries, Taurus,
Mila,
Gemini.
I sent you a
I
message.
did Gemini.
No? She said you were up to Gemini.
I did Gemini. Did you Gemini? Are you Gemini? No, you're a Leo. Okay. I did Gemini. So go back. I did Gemini. I did Cancer. I remembered Cancer because they're so freaking sensitive. And yeah, they are so darn sensitive. I love Cancers, but it's been a thing. I always make them cry. Okay. So Leo, we're going to do Leo. There's nothing wrong with keeping things private. But by the same token, whatever goes on in your personal life will eventually reflect onto your professional world. And the same goes for your sense of authority. If you're going out of your way to avoid a relative, emotion, or long overdue conversation, we were just talking about that. What is Gemini your face? Somehow I feel like
I didn't do that.
Is that Justin?
I don't
Justin
know. Who's here?
Private chat, Gemini your face. So that's got to be Justin. Okay. Gemini your face.
Whoops. You get yourself onto the live, Justin.
Oh, there he is. Hold on. He's here. Hold on.
Oh my God. Here he is.
Your face. And your face. Gemini your face, butthead. Hi.
Okay.
Good morning, Virginia, USA. How's it going?
It's going all right.
I didn't wake
get ready for work soon.
You just wake up.
She did
it. Sorry, darling. I did do it.
How are you sleeping with this blood moon going on right now?
I didn't.
You didn't at all?
Not really, no.
You guys look at the name on him. So if you want to ask him a question, he's your mom.
Oh, is that what that means? Your mom. It says
mom.
Your mom.
Yeah. You're so lame. Mila says hi, Justin. Okay, let me finish a couple more of these. I want to get to Libra because I know Caroline's dying to hear it, but let me finish Leo really quick.
I'm not a Libra.
Virgo.
Yes.
Virgo. Okay. I thought you were a Leo for some reason, Caroline.
Virgo with Leo traits.
Okay. So Leo, finishing up, it's important to reflect what no longer is in alignment when it comes to your work versus life balance. Fixations, polarizing emotions, intrusive behavior in family units, but is where the cosmos will help you free. So that's Leo. Okay, Virgo. Any Virgos in the house?
Me.
You. Okay. You guys are so funny.
I'm a Virgo with Leo traits.
Okay, Virgo. The doors of your perception are opening, Virgo. Perhaps unexpectedly so. However, this newly found outlook and opportunity for expansion will more than likely challenge your default mindset as well as the dynamic of your immediate surroundings. A new belief system, entrepreneurial venture, or journey to self-discovery could catch you off guard, as it will challenge you to confront everything from the shadows of doubt that keep you inhibited to your desire to maintain the upper hand. Oh, really? The North Node.
Shadows.
The North Node is guiding you towards this new beginning, so don't be afraid to keep an open mind, even if it means financially or in terms of your relationships. Okay, should I do a couple more, or should we stop there for now?
No, go for
Did,
it.
did I miss Pisces?
I haven't got there yet.
No.
I haven't got there yet.
Okay.
Okay, Libra, to merge, that is the question. Although despite the discomfort stemming from these unexpected changes, it's important to remember that the North Node is indeed guiding you towards a brand new foundation of exchange, whether it be personally or professionally. The same goes for those of you who have been feeling insecure or fixating on financial burdens. An exciting opportunity for new streams of income could be presented to you, but it may require you to surrender indulgence as well as fear of commitment in the process. What you wholeheartedly value in a partnership can no longer be denied. Okay, that's Libra. Scorpio, do you feel neglected, or are you unconsciously denying yourself what you're really worth? The shadow continues, but you were born for this. And while surrounding your loyalties and attachments isn't always the easiest to accept, you're being called to reflect on the shadow side connections, as well as the definition of compromise. Ooh, Scorpios and compromise, never a good situation. The same your fixations, obsessions, fears surrounding other people. Say you lack trust in another. This is where the cosmos is challenging you to confront what's driving this low vibration, okay? We don't need these low vibrations, you guys. We got to let it go so we can start to ascend, right? The more you're willing to face the truth about the situation, the sooner you'll break free. Sag, got a secret? With the stellium of energy Scorpio lighting up your 12th house of privacy, the real question is, who's counting? Despite the strategy you may have in place with regards to the logistics of your life and habits, some unexpected shakeups are bound to catch you off guard under these erratic eclipse rays. The same goes for the shadow side of your coping mechanisms and life behind the scenes, whether consciously or unconsciously. Others of you could be avoiding taking responsibility for the sake of keeping something to yourself. But rest assured, the last thing you have is control. Sag, they always have to feel in control, especially of themselves. So that's a challenge. Capricorn, keeping up with the Joneses is really worth it to you. But are you compromising your happiness, individuation? It's not a group dynamic or community affair with you. This is you, and sometimes being something as silly as an obsession with social media as opposed to exploring other hobbies. Others of you could have been choosing the more challenging route for the sake of social acceptance as opposed to taking a practical approach and following your bliss. The universe wants you to make your life easier, Capricorn. Besides, don't you think you've paid your dues? Consider this as an unexpected opportunity for growth. The dirty G word. Aquarius, we're coming to you, Justin. Be patient. Okay. Wait, Aquarius, be quiet.
Take a little bit of a nap while she's going through them.
Oh my goodness. Well, you go within, Aquarius, and reflect on what emotionally fulfills you and brings you an innate sense of stability. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Does it align with the professional path you've chosen? Maybe you're living at a distance from your place of employment, but you're choosing to remain committed, even though it's a burden. Whatever the case may be, this unexpected shakeup in your personal life is precisely what's liberating you from outdated traditions, toxic attachment, and your desire for authority and notoriety. Release the fear. There's no reason to be paranoid. Follow your gut. That one's interesting. Okay, Pisces. Sure. Okay, Justin.
Oh, Pisces.
Hi, Pisces. What you think on a regular basis will eventually manifest into your reality. We've talked about this. That when thinking about your worldly pursuits, long-term vistas, it's important to be honest with yourself about the shadowy layers surrounding your future goals, not to mention the lack of faith you have in the rest of the world. No comment. After all, this lunar eclipse will be sitting alongside the Great Awakener planet, bringing unexpected changes to your environment. You better stop. I'm reading your thing. Be quiet.
No.
Hear it. He doesn't want to line. That is willing to venture into the unknown and explore the outer horizons, send the fear, and take a leap of faith. Portugal. So did I cover everybody?
I think you did.
I did. That was it. So if you didn't hear your sign, you guys go back after the live, and you can go back and I think it was following by the month. So yes. So hi Justin, catch us up, buddy.
Catch you up how? Like, what do you want to know? Want to know what I'm doing?
How the moon is affecting you today?
Yes.
How is the moon affecting you now? What are you getting from this blood moon? Do you feel any different? Do you feel like it's bringing in something that will serve your highest good?
I feel like I was asleep, and then I got a bunch of messages that Sandra was on a live.
It wasn't me. I promise.
And then I didn't get to sleep until like 1 anyway. So, but I don't know if that's the blood moon or just me. That's been
it started at 3 a.m. It started at 3 a.m. your time. So you were probably There's some arguments about that, but it was probably the blood moon starting. So, how are you feeling now, Justin?
Apart from
I
the
have
fact
to get ready to go to work soon.
I think that the lunar eclipse.
Not thinking.
I think the lunar eclipse is over. It's going to be over soon enough, so we will all get up. Caroline just got off a live, and I just felt propelled to share the lunar eclipse with people because it's pretty cool. I feel like it's pretty cool. And I wasn't going to say,
I'm going to see if I can find the moon.
Do it. Go see if you can find it. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to be sleeping. So I just figured I might as well get on the live and just say hello to on and forever. And neither have you, buddy.
I'm sorry.
We need to schedule a live now that I know you're allowed.
Yeah,
you guys are
I'm not in a prison.
Yeah, it's a cell. Justin, show everybody your cell. They let him out for a meal.
It's not that bad. It's just I have to work the weekends, and that's kind of terrible because all the best, most fun stuff.
That's why you're in Virginia.
Yeah, that happens.
Why are you in Virginia?
All right, so you can go out on Wikipedia and you can actually look it up. It's called Operation Noble Eagle, and I'm in charge of all the communications for Operation Noble Eagle. And basically, we have fighter jets that take off and just do circles around wherever the president is. That's the
They just constantly circle wherever the president is. They just constantly.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, that's the most uncool, simplistic way of explaining it. Like,
is that like because the president likes to watch air shows all day long, or
no? That's to keep planes that don't need to be near him away from him.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah. Do you think it's loud?
Most times they're just doing laps around the White House.
Are they close enough to make it loud for President Biden?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they probably fly pretty up there.
So basically, they're just surrounding wherever his proximity is in a circumference to make sure that there's no alien ships trying to abduct him, right?
I have no idea if they're looking for aliens or not.
You missed why Justin is in Virginia.
And I don't even know if they fly in a circle. I just know they protect his general area.
Did you catch that, Caroline? She's on mute. She muted.
Besides, if they did encounter aliens, they'd probably just laugh at them and fly away so fast there's nothing they could do about it. That tends to be the trend.
Having said that, Justin, I know a few people that have actually been looking out for ships and things like that. I don't seem to be able to spot them in my sky. But tonight, when I went out looking for the moon, which, by the way, is still not there, and I do not understand how the moon can be there the whole week, and then all of a sudden it's not there. In the same point in the sky, I do not get it. What have they done with the moon tonight? Why can't I see it? So, and that's the other thing. There was something moving, and I don't think it was a satellite because it was moving too quickly, and it can't have been a plane because it didn't have those lights on it. You know, the lights that flash on it.
Yeah.
I saw it moving to where the moon usually is, and it was just traveling across the sky. I thought, oh,
Just now?
oh. This was when I went out the first time to find out what the dogs were barking at.
Oh, maybe it was a UFO.
Yes, yes. Coming to visit us.
Cheryl,
So that's what I thought.
Cheryl, I can't read the last name because I don't have my glasses on. I just went and looked at the moon. The eclipse just passed. Where are you, Cheryl? Can you tell us where you are in the world? Because I know what position in the world you are as the moon.
Well,
Justin would understand this better than I would, but you know.
Where's the moon for me?
Well, right
Where's
now,
my moon?
Caroline, what time is it? So you got to think of.
It's 10 o'clock, but usually at 10 o'clock, it's there in the sky. It was there last night, and it was a full moon.
But it's 10 o'clock in the morning, right?
No, 10 o'clock at night.
It's 10 o'clock at night,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't see the moon?
Nope, it's gone.
Justin,
Not
can
there.
you see the moon where you are? Take a look.
It's going to go and check, but I cannot see the moon. And I've had this discussion with with somebody through chat. She's on the other side of Melbourne, and she was saying to me, I can't see the moon tonight either, and I don't know where it's gone. I don't know where it is. And I have this problem occasionally when the moon is supposed to be there, it's not. Where is it gone? Justin?
I can't see it. At least not from this side of the building.
Okay.
I have to go
Cheryl,
down, like, 6
Australia.
stories and go outside to tell you where it's at. Outside.
2203. So Mila's in New South Wales. Cheryl's in Adelaide.
Cheryl's
Cheryl,
able to
did
see
you?
it. Cheryl's able to see it.
Adelaide just went out and looked at the moon. So you've stolen the moon, Cheryl.
And I don't understand what it means. She's doing 2203 iPhone at 2120.
That's New South Wales postcode.
Oh, okay. So she's also in Australia?
Yeah, I'm in Victoria in the bottom section near Tasmania.
Okay.
And then Mila's above me, and Cheryl is on the other side of me.
All right.
The
I'm going to
west.
go look right now and see. I couldn't see it earlier, but let me look real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. So somebody's stolen the moon. Melbourne does not have a moon tonight. I can't see the moon. Justin, go find it for me, please, and tell me where it is. Can't you do that? Well, how long have you got before you got to start work?
Oh, I should probably leave in about 15 minutes.
Oh,
Get myself cleaned up and put my outfit on.
Oh my God! Have you had a shower yet?
Mm-mm.
Gosh, you must be
No,
exhausted.
I kind of stumbled over and threw some water in my hair and then jumped on the live. I actually didn't even plan on joining the live. I was just gonna say silly things to Sandra back in the backstage part of it, and then she jumped me in, and I'm like, oh,
I
just
just
kind of
saw
had that coming.
like something your face, and I was like, it's got to be Justin. It's got to be.
I saw it and I thought, well, who's that? Who's that? Sandra's new toy boy or something, and it's not.
No, it's my Justin.
Justin!
I
It
miss
actually joined me as the
Justin.
name your mom, which is the best part of this whole thing.
You dork. Anyways, well, we should be. I can't see it. I went outside, but it's overcast here, so I didn't get to see it at all. But nevertheless, even if we can't see it, we're still getting affected. So, Caroline, thank you so much for joining me, and
You're
the
welcome.
couple of people that hung in there with us. And I'm sure people will come back later. And I just want to say, moving forward, you guys, you got a lot of good stuff ahead of you if you're willing to let go of the things that are holding you back. So I'll
Yes,
say about
I'm
that.
letting go. I'm letting go. I'm watching it sail off into the sunset.
There you
There
go.
we go.
There you go. Justin's gonna wash all that stuff. What's that thing? I'm going to wash that
Yeah.
man right out of my hair. He just wash that things that don't serve him out of his hair when he gets in the shower. Just be like, I'm done. I'm done with all of this. And
That's exact every shower exactly how I
that's
do
what
it.
you
Like,
do
I
in the
don't
shower,
even-
right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
he
really-
needs to shower.
I'm
He
glad
needs to shower to wake up.
well, if not, I got to see two of my favorite people, and I got a couple of my favorites on the chat. So that's really
Yeah.
cool. And, thank you guys. Thanks for coming on. And I'm gonna probably say adieu as we're ending the eclipse. Though that the effects are still continuing, just because the eclipse is gone does not mean that all the stuff we talked about isn't going to happen.
No, correct. And
Yeah.
I'm off to do a few healings for a few people. So,
And Mila says, "Have a good day. Have a good day at work, Justin." And thank you, Mila. It's actually 3:00 in the morning here. So I'm going to go to bed pretty quick. As soon as the energy just kind of chills out a little bit more, I should be able to, like another hour. I'll just watch TV and numb my brain. What?
Well, Justin's going to bed. I mean, he's going to work.
He's waking
Sandra's
up.
going to bed, and I'm going to do a few healings, and I will be off to bed in a couple of hours. But Sandra, 3:00 in the morning. Oh my God, woman.
Yeah, but like I said, there was no point in me going to bed because I knew it was going to be like Justin. I would just try to lay there and keep waking up and feeling disturbed. So I just thought,
you know that can actually be self-fulfilling, don't you?
Well, no, it's just that when the moon is being crazy like this, I generally don't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
No, really, it kind of wires me. I get a little wired, right, Justin? Does that happen to you? Do you get kind of wired? Yeah. I was feeling it all day. It was like intense energy, and I thought, I need to do a live. I need to do a live. So I came knocking on Caroline's door when I got back from karaoke, and she was like, I just got off the live. I was like, damn it. I could have asked her live and annoy her. I love to do.
Yes. Well, we're going live on Friday night. On Friday night at 7:30, regular time slot. So, if you want to pop on.
You and Lucky?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's all. You can see the name if you're watching this video later. Caroline's energy healing and tarot card readings. Go to her page. She is on pretty regularly, and Justin and I are barely ever on because, well, it's his fault.
Yeah, because he moved. It's all your fault, Justin. You can't be there. How long are you there for? Until January, did you say?
Early January, yeah.
Do you feel lonely there without Sandra?
He's like, how can I ever be lonely when she annoys me literally every day of my life? You don't miss me, Jessie?
Oh, it's too early for this.
Oh my God, you suck.
He needs to go and put some more water on his face.
Yeah, he can bite it. Your face, Justin.
She does this all the time. She'll call me. You haven't called me. You miss me. I'm like, what? What's your name again?
I do the same thing. Don't you miss me? Don't you miss talking to me? You're my best buddy.
He doesn't know me now that he's a bigwig protecting the president. Now he doesn't know Sandra anymore. So I see how it is.
I'm not doing any. I'm just making sure that his pilots have toner in their printers and various matters of state here. My internet doesn't work. I can't fly without checking my internet first. Oh my god. Yeah.
I need a toner for my
Rolling
computer.
heroics.
Can you send me one, please?
Yeah, she needs
And
toner.
By the way, I sent you a message a little while ago and you never answered me.
Well, because I had to ask her and then she never answered me either.
What?
No, you don't have to ask her. You do not have to ask her.
I am advised to
You
ask
know
me.
we're supposed
What
to
is
have told her.
She's just gonna wonder. I'm not even gonna give her any context. Don't worry about it.
What? What do you want to ask?
No, nothing.
You guys, you two are in cahoots now? Is that what's going on?
No, he wouldn't because he didn't answer me. So no, we're not in cahoots. He just didn't answer me.
All right. You see, I can't leave them alone.
I don't know the answer.
Well, it doesn't mean that you know. Hang on a minute, Justin.
You know where Justin is? It's 6:15. Oh, what are we typing messages now? You see what goes on? You see what I have to deal with you guys? I'm all alive and they're messaging each other secretly. I'm completely out of the loop. Okay. Cool. It's cool. But anyways,
Now,
find her page, see this later, and click on.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's just utter crap. I don't believe you, Justin.
Caroline, can you type in your link to your page really quick? Just if somebody's watching this later and they don't already, they're one of the 5 people that don't know who you are.
All right, hang on a second.
You just type in your page.
Yes.
There's Tina. Hi, Tina. Tina's never met Karen. Hi, Tina. Tina, this is Caroline. Caroline. Tina.
Tina has. Oh no, I can't do it on this one. It's restream. Hang on, I've got to go into my other one.
You can't comment on it with your. I could probably figure it out.
No,
Hey,
no,
Justin.
it's okay.
Justin, who's gonna have the best day ever?
What are you doing?
It's you. It's you. You're supposed to say me. Who's gonna have the best day ever? It's me. It's me. Okay. He's grumpy. He needs his coffee.
Yeah, he does. He needs
Probably
his
if it's not really awake.
more. Where do I find the link, guys? Oh, Mila, can you please put... Tina, can you put the link to my page?
Somebody put Caroline's link up in the comment box.
Please.
Because
I've actually got you... I've put your the answer on my page, but I couldn't share it out publicly because it won't let me. Is this a private page?
No, I just want you to comment with your Facebook page because somebody will be watching this tomorrow, and you were talking about you going live, and maybe they can't read this little Caroline's energy healing. You see what I mean? You see, he's making fun of the hands. Okay, Justin, I already talked about that.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
I was already telling Caroline that I was doing this for you because you always make fun of me. Okay, there it is. Cheryl, thank you, Cheryl. Caroline's Energy Healing and Tarot Card Reading. So look that up on Facebook. It should come right up. If you can't find it, send the answer a message. And we'll give you a link. Okay?
Hang on. That's not the link. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, Mila. Thank you, Mila. Yeah, Justin.
There you go. There's the link.
Right. Just because I can't hit you right now, you will be here eventually. You will be sitting here eventually.
And she's going to push you. And she's going to push you.
Actually, the plan is that Justin's supposed to come up to New York City because I'm going to the East Coast soon, and Justin's going to try to get up to New York City, Manhattan, New York, for a couple of days. Right, Justin?
Fun.
Right.
Yes, Justin.
When are you having time off, Justin?
Like middle of January, probably. That's when I get any meaningful time off.
No, but you can take a couple of days leave to meet me in New York, right?
Yeah, I can probably do that here and there.
Yeah. So I'll probably see him before January, hopefully.
Yes.
Because, his heart's broken without me.
I know.
It's very difficult to just fun as a human being.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm inconsolable.
You really look like you're inconsolable too.
How do I make you go away? No, I just mute you. But anyways, yeah, Caroline posted the link. So if you're watching this now, later, tomorrow, just go to that link. It's in the comments right now. And you can click on her page and make sure you get notifications, and you can watch her lives. And sometimes I even am on a live occasionally. So you never know, I might make a cameo. So you know what, Mila? Justin and I are going to come to Australia. We would have already been in Australia, but because of what starts with a C, and you guys in your weird lockdown. So I think it's lifted. Caroline?
Yes, it has lifted. The mandates are no longer mandates anymore because the mandates were not even law.
But would I need to have the shot to travel to Australia?
No, I don't know what it's like for you to get back into. I don't believe so. No.
Okay.
There's a couple of countries that we can get into where we don't need to have that. You don't need to anywhere in Australia. You don't need to have any notification to say whether you've had it or not. Which is
okay. And when is your summer? I'm not coming there in winter.
It's summer. We're just moving into summer now. It's kind of like it's November, but December, January, February.
Okay.
March.
So we need to come. We need to come in the next few months, Justin, before it gets cold again. Time to make
get cold.
Aussie land. Go visit our Aussies. We'll show up at Mila's door.
And you can sleep on the. Someone can sleep on the floor in the studio.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, Mila and Mila.
Someone can sleep in the bed, and someone can sleep on a blow-up air mattress that is supposed to be really good in my studio.
I'm gonna sleep in Charlie and Indy's little play area with them. That's where I'm sleeping.
They don't have it. What?
They do
over here.
Down there. Yeah. I'm sleeping in there with them. We're gonna cuddle.
Oh shit. Sorry. My bad. That's full.
All right.
Someone knows
for real, you guys. I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you so much for joining us, Tina, Mila, Cheryl, and whoever else. I know there's other people on the
Layla. There was Layla. There was a Layla as well. I'm not sure.
Layla, thank you, Layla. Anybody who is on, anybody who watches it later, and Caroline is available for private readings on her website. Thank you so much, Caroline. Thank you, Justin. Your face. And I will talk to you guys soon. You guys stay on. Okay? In the stream. Bye, guys.